In today's video, we shall be taking a look at the 2007 Pixar movie Ratatouille. Let's get on to it. So what I like then about this movie then is that we see Remy embodies, and he's quite inspiring in a way, and he's quite an inspiring movie as he helps people realise that one, anybody can cook, in which is used throughout this movie as a sort of sign from Gusteau that he's sort of saying that anybody can cook, and Remy basically took that and went, yeah, I can cook even though I'm a rat, I can take that on. And that was brilliant, don't get me wrong. However, it's not just that message, it's how inspirational it is to go and chase your dreams, and that's what this movie is all about, and that's what Disney movies do all the time, and that's why we all love Disney movies, because they're quite inspiring to go up and get off your ass and go and try to do something you enjoy and do something quite inspiring in that sense. And that's why I love this movie in particular, because it's an inspirational story and well written. Moving on then from the actual story, I want to go through something that we went through in Monsters Inc.'s movie review, in which is that I love Easter eggs in movies, and especially in the Pixar ones, in which we're going to try to go through all the little Easter eggs and things in these movies. And in this one, and also a Monsters Inc. review down in the description, go and check that out right now by clicking on the description, or after this video, bosh, click on that, go and give that a watch as well. And plus many others will be down there, so feel free to flick through them all after this video. So, back onto the Easter eggs. The first one is with Doug the dog, and people might not be familiar with Doug, and he's in the movie Up, as there's a scene in this particular movie where Remy's running through the apartment buildings, and he comes across a shadow of a dog, in which looks like Doug, the dog from Up, and this was made 2 years beforehand, so it was foreshadowing a future movie. It's not as obvious as you might seem to think, and it might not be a direct link to it, but it is a little bit of an Easter egg, because later on there was a dog in a movie similar to that in Up, so I made the two links together. I also found in this movie another Easter egg, in which is Bon Voyage from Incredibles, as he's seen on a newspaper that somebody's reading. I can't remember who, but he's on a newspaper on the front cover that someone else is reading, and when Linguini and Colette roller skate past something of a mimist, it is Bon Voyage as well. So that is a link to the Incredibles 2004 movie, which is also Pixar. And moving on, in another scene, we see in the background, there's a Pizza Planet truck on a bridge in this particular movie, which is obviously a nod to the Toy Story franchise, in which it's used Pizza Planet all the way through, I think. It's mainly for the first movie of Toy Story, as obviously Buzz and Woody not drive, but well, actually they drive it in the second movie, and they also sit in the back in the first movie and get driven to Pizza Planet. And it's sort of a little nod to say that's where we've come from and this is where we're going to go, sort of thing. I also want to go over a few of the standout actors in this particular movie, as we saw the letters of Patton Oswalt do really well as Remy, and we also saw John Ratzenberger do really, really well as Mustafa as well, who was the waiter. These two, in my opinion, were brilliant. As let's go over Patton's role, I thought he really embraced the role of Remy and helped bring that character to life. And he was great as a voiceover, brilliant, and he has been in several TV shows, movies, and helped bring that sort of a little bit of experience from playing comedy characters before, because he's a little bit of a comedy character and quite a main character in this movie, and plays it brilliantly, let's not forget. And he's been a part of these sorts of movies for quite a long time and helped bring that element of quality to being the star role. Also, John Ratzenberger, we covered him in Monsters Inc. Again, check that down in the description, as he is in practically every Pixar movie, so this won't be the last time we'll cover John Ratzenberger in Pixar movies. And he is just brilliant at playing these odd cameo roles in movies, and in this case it's just a waiter. In the last movie it was a snow guy. In Toy Story I believe he was Ham, And he's been in a lot of movies, and you recognise his voice because his voice is so recognisable. And he was, again, brilliant, and no qualms from me about his performance. To summarise then, this movie is such an incredibly inspiring movie, and really underrated in my opinion, as people don't put it up there with the likes of Toy Story's, Incredibles, Nemo's, you name it. And to me, it's one of the best Pixar movies, hence why I believe this is an 8.6 and a classic film. So let me know down in the comments down below whether you agree or disagree with anything I've said in this video. Also, on that point, let me know why, as I'd like to see what people's opinions are on this particular movie. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be alerted to all the new content this channel creates, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Laters.